Even during the dot-com crash, the global financial crisis, it always recovered. Never over leveraged, bro. Never over leveraged. But I did miss out on a lot of rewards. So once Snap get to $7.50, starter positions will be enabled. APLD, I started getting in around $6. When the stock pop 100%, I'ma sell 50%. Hood and UPS are two of my biggest positions. Started looking at these at around $8 and I added, but I sold too early. Stocks can go up 4,000%. You ain't even gotta sell them. If a company isn't growing, that's not an investment, it's a donation. Technicals will bounce before fundamentals recover. Let fundamental news be a stop loss. What is good, YouTube? Man, I'm glad to be back. Why am I glad to be back? I get to teach the poor class how to get richer every day, bro. That is the goal of this channel. And that's the goal every day. First thing first, man, shout out to the channel. We're about to hit 10K views this month. I realize y'all really love the short reels that I post. I'm gonna be able to post short reels every day. Honestly, I'm gonna post short reels every day of the most undervalued stocks with growing revenue. How will I be able to do that? Well, if you look at my watch list right here, it's a lot of stocks on here that are undervalued, that are growing their revenue consistently. And that's all I be looking at, you feel me? A lot of blue chip companies or growth companies that are at a demand area, that are growing, and that are good buys. But first thing first, what I must say is always be an investor in SPX or SPY Index or VOO. Why? Because despite every crash, the stock market always pulls back. Yeah, it's gonna be a crash soon, man, yes. But despite every crash, guess what? You already see the stock market pull back. Inflation, pandemic, trade tension, oil uncertainty. Even during the dot-com crash, the global financial crisis, it always recovered. We're going to use that to our advantage since we know the SPX will be an asset that will always increase. Check this out. What I'm going to do is you can be able to learn from my failures, and I'm going to just break it down in a way where you'll be able to gain from it. Let's get into this, man. First thing first, let's go over gold. Why did I lose, or why did I bring gold up? This is the biggest lesson I learned from gold this year. Never risk more than 30%. So I went in very lightly, which means I missed out on a lot of rewards, but I didn't over leverage. So I started buying gold, I think around 300, but I was like, my strategy is, if I can lose more than 30%, I don't want it. So, you know, when I was looking at gold, I was like, man, gold need to pull it back. Gold been going bunkers. So I added in lightly, which is a plus and a negative because as you can see, since I added so lightly, I didn't over leverage, but at the same time, gold ran up so high that I missed out if I added heavy. So, I mean, I think it's a win in my book because never over leverage, bro. Never over leverage. But I did miss out on a lot of rewards. So that's what I learned from gold this year. Snap. What did I learn from Snapchat this year? If you know your levels, you can rinse and repeat the same stock. I ain't gonna lie, I do believe Snap gonna pop majorly eventually because they're growing as a business still, and you know they coming out with more technology and they becoming more content friendly and more content creator focused. So I mean, I do see Snap revenue increasing as, you know, their content creator revenue increase and as they release their AI glasses and things of that nature. Rinse and repeat. Look, I got an alert set. Once Snap get to $7.50, starter positions will be enabled. You feel me? And why? Because, I mean, honestly, I don't see it falling 30% from here. Let's check it out, man. Let's check it out. This 26%. This is, yeah, boom, right there. Boom, you feel me? So yeah, I don't be trying to lose 30% because, I mean, I used to lose 100% on plays. So it's like, I done learned not to lose 30% and I'm sticking with it and I'm disciplined to that plan. And that plan got my Roth IRA about to reach 50% plus this year. These are some of my holdings. I need to take IT out because I got rid of IT. But these are some of my main holdings, and it's less than like, what, 10 holdings. So, I mean, as you can tell today, hey, 5%, 3%, well, 6%. Hey, UPS gonna be that one, you feel me? But APLD, I started getting in around $6 because they're expanding the AI infrastructure arena globally, you feel me? Let's check them out. They're gonna their profits are going to keep growing, you feel me? They're going to be very profitable in the near soon future. But what do? They engage in the provision of, and development and operating data centers. They got a lot of bullish headlines out. But I kept rinsing and repeating. How did I do that? Well, I started this thing, I was like, bro, when the stock pop 100%, I'ma sell 50%. So say you put 300 in it and then it doubles up to 600 and then you sell 300 of a profit and you still got $300 invested into the stock. What I started doing was I started adding on the pullbacks as well. So not only did I sell at 100%, I started adding on the pullbacks. So when it went from $6 to $12 and I sold, I added on the pullback. Then it ran up again, I sold, I added on the pullback. It ran up, I sold some. Now I'm just holding. I had added some right here. I added some and I'm gonna keep holding as we can see what happened. It pulled back, I added, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it gap filled as well right here. So what I learned from APLD is sell at that 100% and add on the dip if it's a great company and keep rinsing and repeating. That's the same strategy I used on Robinhood, man. Robinhood is definitely going to be one of the biggest, most baddest, most successful, best investing platforms in the world, you feel me? And not only have I been using them since I started investing and trading back in 2020, 2019, but I'm investing in them and they my biggest position right now. I think behind UPS, if I had my phone, I would check. But Hood and UPS are two of my biggest positions. But look, I added on Hood. I always add on this daily time frame, 50 EMA. And not only that, like I was like, yeah, 50 EMA, it should do something because if you check right here, there was some demand picking up here. And as we can tell, what it always do at the 50 EMA, it goes up. So it's like, if you're holding a good company and you can rinse and repeat it, rinse and repeat it. Okay, now what I'm finna do is I'm finna go over some of the depressing parts of my investing journey for the year. The most depressing part of my investing journey is missing out on a couple thousands of dollars because I missed out on a lot of couple thousands of dollars. I had bought ETH around 18. I bought it at like 1,500 and I sold it at 1,800 just because it was starting to get choppy right here. But really, I had this marked up to hold until it hit 4,000 up here. But I sold it when it went up by $300 when I could have profited over. What is that? Over 3,500. So, yeah, I missed out. But listen, I'm more patient now with my plays. That's why I'm holding APLD and that's why it's up, that much. And I'm still holding because, I learned from my mistakes, bro. And look, check this out. INTC, I had to learn from my mistakes. I missed out big. Negative news from the president. Then the government went heavy in them, got a 10% stake. But not only that, it brought way more investors into them. And look, man, I was looking at them around this low. And I think I got into them and I sold early. But it's all good. They went up over 100% from the level I was watching at, so it's like, it's okay. I'll get that back. I done got it back on the next play. But at the same time, in the future, I will be more disciplined to hold, Same thing with VSAT, man. VSAT went bonkers. I started looking at VSAT around $8 and I added, but I sold too early as well. So, hey, we always go through that selling too early phase, but it's all good. What I'm starting to realize is, bro, stocks can go up 4,000%. You ain't even got to sell them. So just keep holding. If a company isn't growing, that's not an investment, it's a donation. Technicals will bounce before fundamentals recover. Okay, PLBY, man, we already know what they is. I started investing into them because I started seeing that they was releasing new magazines. They had a lot of investment deals coming in back in 2024. And yeah, they did what I expected them to do the beginning or this year, you feel me? But in 2024, I was just reading up on a lot of news and I was like, oh yeah, they starting to grow, they starting to grow, they starting to grow. I know what they stopped finna do. It's at this demand area, it's below $1 and they finna come up with all this new game. I was like, oh yeah, it's finna grow. So check this out, bro. If the stock isn't growing, it's not an investment, it's a donation. USLM, what I learned from USLM, let fundamental news be a stop loss for me. I sold USLM to buy LEN, which is not bad, but we see who's doing better. And I didn't sell for fundamental reasons. I just sold because I wanted to trade it out, which I should never did. But I mean, y'all let me know, would you trade USLM for LEM? And then look, the video, I sold the video not for fundamental reasons, which I should have. I just sold because, hey, overextending, I'm up a lot. Let me take profit and put it in something else. But those are some of the rules that I've messed up on or learned this year, man. This year, I really learned that, hey, don't over leverage. If you risk it more than 30%, don't even over leverage. Don't even leverage yourself, you feel me? With Snap, I learned if you can rinse and repeat your levels, rinse and repeat them, bro. Use the same stock to make money, like with APLD. Sell half at 100%, add on the dip, sell half at 100% again, add on the dip if it's gonna keep printing. Same with Hood. Then with ETH, I learned to hold my good plays, hold my great investments, as well as Intel, hold my great investments. The PLBY, I learned to read behind the scenes. If the company is growing, it's gonna be a great investment. If it's not, you just donating. With USLM, I learned let fundamental news be a stop loss for me because, hey, even though I took profit and I'm up and I'm gonna continuously be up because I ain't risking more than 30%. Because I can always make that back, you know what I'm saying? Never risk what you can make back. If you can make 100% back, go ahead. But if the video fall 100%, you can make 100% back off the video, go ahead. But over here, we're gonna look at long-term great investments and we're gonna keep going to the moon, man. Hopefully y'all learned something from this. I'm gonna keep posting consistently. I'm gonna post a short right after today.